All right, guys. So today I have something very special for you. I'm going to do an unboxing. I got a very special, yeah, a very special thing to show you. Let me do the introduction and then I'll tell you all about it. Hey guys, it's me, it's Queen Aset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to somebody else who might like it too. And leave us a positive comment in the comment section. And if you have time, please stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to read out some positive comments from other videos. Okay? All right, so let me tell you a little story. A long time ago, maybe like 3 years ago, I've been in Costa Rica for 4 years. So maybe it was closer. It was closer to 4 years ago because this is when I first got here. So anyway, one day I was doing a meditation with Goddess, and she said to me, "What are you going to miss the most about living in Philadelphia?" And Goddess always knows the answers to the questions before she asks the questions, I've come to find. So if she asks me a question, it's so I can realize something or something, discover something or something like that. So I was quiet for a minute because I couldn't think of anything that I was going to miss. So I knew I was missing something. I was going to miss my friends, you know, the people that I hung out with and cared about. I was going to miss those family members I did spend time with. So I knew that part, but I was like, this is something else. So I thought about it for a couple moments and I said, you know, and this is, you know, not to invalidate my own feelings, but this is really silly, but I felt it. So I had to go with it, you know? So she said to me, "What are you going to miss?" And I said, "Everybody is going to forget me. And I'm never going to get another present." Now, those of you that know me, you know that gifts are my love language. I give and receive gifts all the time. And that was the one thing I was like, I'm going to miss. Because everybody's going to forget about me. And Goddess was laughing at me like, okay, you know, like whatever. And she said to me, she said, "I promise you that will not happen." And I nodded and went about my business, you know. And she kept her promise as always. I never stopped getting gifts. I never stopped giving and receiving gifts, actually. People send me things like every week. Every week somebody sends me something from my Amazon wish list or something out of the clear blue sky. And every time it happens, I know it's her. One time a friend of mine came over here to get a reading. And before he left, he gave me a deck of cards, a tarot deck, and he said, "My mother wanted you to have these." And his mother is dead, and he often has dreams and visions of his mother. And he said his mother told him to give them to me. And every time somebody says something like that, I know it's God is winking at me like, "I promised you." And it just touches my heart because God has always been so good to me, and it really touches my heart. So whenever somebody sends me anything, I'm so appreciative because I know it came from my mother, my Goddess mother. So the other day I was sitting, and this was like a while ago now. This had to have been like months ago now. So I was sitting there, and you know, I'm holding my Obama handkerchief whenever I think I might cry about something, because whenever I talk about Goddess, I start crying. And anyway, I always pull this out just in case. So the other day, a couple months ago, I was sitting in my room and I got a message from a woman, and she said, "Goddess told me to send you a gift. Now, nobody knows about, now you guys know, but up until this point, nobody knew about this conversation with Goddess. So every time it happened, I would just smile, you know? So she said, Goddess told me to send you a gift. And I said, okay. And I gave her my P.O. box and was like, okay. I didn't even ask her what the gift was. I was just like, okay, you know? So she sent me a link and all this information about it. And I didn't even look at it. I just was like, whatever. God has sent me a gift and I'm getting a gift and that's what's up. So the gift came, and many of you, it's right here by me. Many of you have seen this gift before because I wear it every day. I take it off for Asking Aquarius because I like to wear my, my fancy jewelry for Asking Aquarius. But many of you have seen me in this gift. The gift is a bracelet. And many of you see me with this. I wear it every day. This is my everyday jewelry. And it fastens around here. But what's remarkable about it is what it's made out of. This here, I thought, was like leather or something, but it's not. It's mushroom, oddly enough. Now, because I didn't read it, I didn't know this beforehand, so I just put it on. So when I put it on, the next day I woke up dehydrated. And I was like, what is wrong with me? Because I don't wake up dehydrated. I was like, something is wrong. I woke up so thirsty. I could like drain, like a reservoir. I was so thirsty. So I said, the only thing different is this bracelet. So I went to go look it up and found out that it was a mushroom, that it is a medicinal bracelet. It's not just, for fashion. And that the mushroom itself is a diuretic. It helps with pain. It does all of this stuff. And it's been, the stuff that she sent me was the research on it and the link to get other things and things along those lines. So I was like, wow. So I've been wearing it ever since. And the one thing I've noticed is that all that water weight that I had has come out of me, which is one of the things that it talked about. So a couple of days later, or a couple of weeks later, I was like, let me see what else she got, I was like, I like this gift. Let me see what else is on her website. So I went to the website, and I'm going to put all the information underneath this video in case you want to check it out. And I found out that, she also does other things like insoles and shoes. And the purpose is grounding. Any of you out there that's into spirit and spirituality, you know that grounding yourself is one of the most important things. So I bought a pair of shoes from her to help me with grounding. So the shoes are here. They've been here for a while. And I just wanted to unbox them with you guys because I ripped it open, but I haven't pulled them out yet. So I wanted to unbox this with you guys and show you the technology. I guess I'm going to call it technology, but this is really old. When I looked it up, this is really old. Like, it was a caveman who was found with strips of this mushroom in his bag. One of those cavemen that are like frozen in ice. And when they looked at his stuff, he had these mushrooms in his bag, using them for the same medicinal purposes. And I was like, okay. And I like natural things. So I was like, I'm going to check it out. All right. This says, hey, Queen, here are the instructions. Enjoy. I made these with the mushroom, especially picked for you. Let this technology work through you. This is a new kind of healing. So it's definitely new to us, but it's not new to man. Man knew about this according to the research that I read, but it's new to me. So let's open it up. Let's see what Goddess had her children send me this time. Okay. So she told me to tell her my size, and she allowed me to pick. Ooh, she allowed me to pick what I wanted. And this, I picked these. I thought these would be perfect for walking around the house and going to the pool. And, oh, cool. She has her own tape. Isn't that cool? I like that a lot. So we're going to just take it out, and I'm just going to show it to you. So you can see the mushroom right there. There it is, right there. So apparently, and this looks like it'll fit. I was wondering if it would be big enough. It definitely, I got big feet. This definitely will fit. And basically, the mushroom is inside, and just from standing on these and walking on these, you're grounding. Easy grounding. Now, we all know we usually use like meditation for grounding, things like that. This is another way. Crystals for grounding, and this is another way. This ancient technology. And basically, all I have to do is wear them. And I wanted pink, so we got my favorite color going on. And of course, there are two of them. I just wanted to make sure I showed you everything. So there's two of them, yes. And so you pick out your own size, and then she just custom makes them for you. And as you can see, my favorite color. So you can pick your color, you can pick your size, and if you have a special type of shoe you want. I've seen sandals, and she also sells this part here by itself. So let's say, for example, you want to be able to put it into different pairs of shoes. You can buy this by itself. The bracelets that I'm always wearing, these are on sale too. And what I really love about all of her products is that they are reasonably priced. If I'm not mistaken, those shoes might have been like $25, and the bracelet, I know prices change, but I could have swore the shoes were like $25 and the bracelet was like $20 or $15, something like that. So I recommend to you, if you're somebody like me, let me make sure there's nothing else in here. Oh, there is. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's to hang them on. Y'all already know. Okay. This isn't here. I don't know what it is. I'm going to have to ask her and find out. I don't know if that's for the shoes or something else. But I can think of like 5 things I can do with that. Seriously. Okay. And that's everything that's in the box. I'm seriously thinking about using this for my tarot cards. I can put a whole deck in here. And when I want to show them, I can show them like that. I don't know what this is though. Let me see. I don't know. I'm going to ask her. I'm going to ask her what is it for. Because I definitely got some uses for it. But either way, this came with it too. And the shoes. So like I said before, if you're somebody who is into grounding, my favorite way is to go earthing, to go outside and put my feet in the grass, but it's just not always applicable. As you know, sometimes you can't get outside. Where I live at now, there is an outside, but because of coronavirus, the common area is restricted. We can go, but you got to make an appointment and all this other stuff. So it's not always going to be convenient for me to go out back and go earthing like I usually do. So that's why I got these shoes. So if you're very interested in this, I will leave everything that you need to know underneath this video. And I want to thank this sister, and I want to thank Goddess too. These were something that I did purchase, but the purchase came because of the gift. And I was like, okay, let me try this out. So if you want to check out this technology, please check out the links underneath this video. And if you have more questions, feel free to email her. And that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for listening and for watching. And just know that there's a lot of holistic methods to do things nowadays. They probably always were, now that I think about it. But there are a lot of holistic methods. So you don't necessarily have to use the same old methods over and over again. Don't be afraid to research, okay? And thank you so much, sister. I will definitely be wearing these, just like I wear the bracelet. See you later, guys.